Hello friends, welcome to our channel BISP Solution. Now let's start today's session with the today's topic in the outbound. So first we'll see what is outbound and how we create the outbound orders in our WMS cloud. And later on we'll see the wave template, how we create the wave template in our WMS cloud. Right. So start with the outbound order. The outbound order is the order that are placed by the customer for inventory from the warehouse. Right. The customer always place uh, the outbound order for the inventory from the warehouse, and the order can be come from the individual customer or companies, stores, and distribution center, right? So when we create the outbound order in the WMS cloud, we require the order type, right? Whenever we create the outbound order, and you can say the order in our WMS cloud, we have to require the order type. So basically the order type differentiate order. They differentiate the order based on the certain characteristics, right? And so how we create the order type, and then we create how we create the order outbound order in our WMS cloud. Let's see. So first let's move to the instance. This is our instance. So first we will create the order type. So in order to create the order type, we have to search. The task name is order type. So this is order type. So let's create new one. So this is order type. We have to insert the order type name over here. So what kind of order type we are going to create? So let's create the Tata order type, right? So this is the name of the order type, and you can also insert the description for this order type. So I will insert, and we have the facility order flag and flow through flag, wave flag, right? So the facility order flag is a flag is used for the order that will be shipped to a facility that is pre-configured in our WMS cloud, right? So it is a flag always used for the order that will be shipped, right, to a facility, any facility, and that can be a pre-configured. The configuration we have to perform earlier, predefined, and so it is a pre-configured in our WMS cloud, right? And we have the flow through flag. So this flag is used to allow order to be fulfilled via cross, and and the last wave flag, right? So this flag allow you to allocate order by a wave, and this flag must be checked for order to be allocated, right? We will see all those things, right? So whenever you perform all these flag and you want that kind of flag, we have to check this, right? So I'm go with the flow through. So no, go with both, right? And we have the partial allocation. So this flag allow order to have the partial allocation, and when this flag is not checked, order can be only full allocated, otherwise order will not be allocated, right? So you can also go with that as per your requirement, and same is the only deallocated on short, right? So we have this one, this only deallocated on short. So if the allocated inventory is not physically available to completely fulfill an order, if if allocated inventory is not physically available to completely fulfill an order, then the missing inventory quantity will be short picked. Order is uh, fulfilled with only with the available uh, quantity, available inventory quantity, right? So if you go with this uh, check only deallocated on short, if yes, then the shorted quantity is only deallocated from the order, and if go with no, the shorted quantity is cancelled from the order, right? Suppose we order 100 quantity and we have only 50 quantity. So when we go with the no, then the shorted quantity like 50 quantity is not available, and we have the ASN IBO. This will allow you to update the quantity of order based on what was sent on the ASN, right? And this will only flow through functionality. This flow through functionality, right? And in the same way here, we have the single order on multiple uh, loads. So let's allow it, right? Work order type, we have already covered all these things, right? This make to order, make to stock, this already we have covered in our previously session, right? And we have the break pre-pack, and we lock for the transfer shipment, and many more options we have. Now after creating this order type, let's create the outbound order. So we have to search that header order header screen, right? So this is the outbound order. This is order header. Now let's create. So this is a order number, right? Order number, order type, and let's refresh some samples you can define. Like what is the order? Like I'm going to insert this Tata 1001 is the our order number. What is the order type? This is already our Tata order type, right? We have just created. Status is created, and destination facility. These are all free each, and it's first one, right? And customer PO number, if you have, you can define over here. What is the distribution depot department? You can also define over here. Required ship date. So we have to define the required ship date. So let's define tomorrow is the date for the shipment, right? And we have much more options you can define as per your requirement. And we have one more things, customer name. We have this is customer, right? So let's save it. We have to define some customer information. So customer information I already defined over here. So what kind of information this system is want? This order type require the customer information. So there is no any mandatory field, but is also wants information. Let's define customer number. like 101010. Now let's save it. Now let's define some address over here, lane, road, right? And right. So this is our header, order header, and this is, you can say, the outbound order, right? So after creating this order, we have to specify the item, like the item being ordered and their respective order, right? So select the record and click on this detail icon, right? So we have the options like convert to pre-pack, back pre-pack, and yes, we have the create icon. Right. So order is same Tata 1001 with the sequence number, right? And item. So we have the MG93203 is our bearing. So let's select it. And how much quantity? Order quantity like 1000, right? So this is the basic information, and you can also define the IBO number, shipment, right? So in this way, we can assign the item and the order quantity to a particular outbound order, right? Let's go to order header. Create the bulk, create and edit. We can also print the label, recalculate the order status, send the carriers, and we have much more. Create as and right. So we have more options, right? So in this way, we can create the order type and in WMS cloud, right? So this is the simple way to creating the outbound order, right? And next one is wave template. So while creating a wave template, it requires some information. Wave template, right? So first we have to create the search wave search template, and then we'll create the allocation mode, and then task creation template, and then we'll create the uh, web template, right? So again, go to the instance and let's create the web search template. So search web templates. So the web template search are used as used as for filtering for selecting the specific order and during a wave, and each such template has a set of field that can be a configure. We can configure it. So we have the option to create. So we have the search name, order number, and the item code. So click on. So what is the search name? That is, I'm going to enter Tata search. Tata search, right? The search name and order number, order status. What is the route? So we can define the route over here. Like I'm going to enter the route one. It's not mandatory field, but you can also define over here. And with the order number just we created earlier. Like we had defined the Tata 1001 is our order number. Right. Item code is varying. We have the attribute A, B, C, and you can define as per your requirement, and much more information you can insert also. Right now, so template, right? The search will filter this data search will filter all the order with the route number, this route one, and then the only contain the supply this stock keeping unit, this pairing. So this is the smart wave template search, right? So click on save it, and then user can also define the order type as an additional filtering criteria, right? So this is our data search. So select the record and click on this detail icon, right? So we can create over here. So click right. So this is the save search we have already created. And what is the order type? So the order type is already we created this data order type. So this is the small things that uh, I define the order type. This wave search template. Now let's create a allocation mode, right? So again go to this one and again go to where template. So the allocation mode are used to define how the inventory should be allocated in terms of different allocation unit of measures. And in the search, this search bar, we have to search the allocation, right? Now this is allocation mode and the list of allocation mode available for the current company, right? So no issue. Now let's click on this. Sorry, this is not here. Yeah. So data is over here, right? So we have the option to create allocation mode, right? So can click on this allocation mode, right? So these are the multiple allocation mode we have already created in our instance. Now click on create icon, and what is the allocation mode? So we have the data data allocation mode, right? We have the data allocation mode, right? So in this way we create the allocation mode over here. Now let's enter some information. So select the this data allocation mode and click on this uh, mode sequence, and we have insert some information like click on this create icon. So this is a allocation mode, and what is the sequence number, right? You can also define the sequence number. So let's check it out. The sequence number we don't have. Let's define one is the sequence number. What is the reserves, right? And location area, restricted and allocation area, right? And what is the allocation unit of measure? So this is unit. And allocation distribution mode. What is the allocation distribution mode? So this is no distribution mode we have, right? So no distribution turns the distribution off, and it will create non-cubed picks based on the application and allocate a unit of measure. And this mode allow you to pick units, packs, CAS, and LPN from the allocation unit of measure drop down, right? So we have done with all the information. So click on save, right? So we have created the wave search template and allocation board. Now let's go to the task creation template. So task template. Now let's create. And what is the description we have? Suppose we have the data task template. And what is the types we have? So we have the regular, right? And what is the maximum number of tasks we have? So go with the default value and let's save it. Right. So this is the data we have. Now let's add some information under this task template. Right. So the sequence number. Suppose we have the one sequence number. What is the task type? Right. We have to insert the task type from here. What kind of task type we are going to select over here? Right. Like the warehouse we don't have. Zone picking and toe picking vision and manufacturing. Let's select the manufacturing, right? No issue. And we have the break by quantity and break by weight, break by volume, priorities, right? So this break by quantity specify the break by the volume in the or the value in the quantity, right? And the user configure break by volume value will be the considered for grouping mode, and the task template configured for the wave, right? And the break by weight specify the break by value in the weight, and user can now break the task by configuring the break by weight volume in the same way we have the volume, right? And what is the priority? So you can determine the priority of the task, what task type, and the priority can override the record sequence number, right? So you can also define over here. So I'm going to insert this 0 and priority is the 0, right? And rest of the things we have already knows, right? Right, create, held, and assign destination zone, right? So let's click on save. So in this way we can create the task template over here. Now our last task is web template. Let's create a web template. So once the waves allocation mode and task template are created, the user can now combine everything to create a web template. So again go to the wave template, right? And we have the create icon, click on create. Now let's this is allocation mode, I'm sorry, cancel out, go to wave template, click on this wave template, right? Define the template name over here. What kind of template name we have? Suppose we have the Tata wave template, right? Allocation, what is the allocation method we have, right? So you can choose the different way of ordering the inventory from picking from up. You can select over here all these things, right? So let's define first in first out, right? Secondary allocation method you can also define over here. Allocation mode we have just created. So we have the we just created a right. Click on this save wave sorry allocation mode. We have just created the wave allocation mode we have created. This is Tata allocation mode. It's not entering over here. So this is the allocation mode we have. So we have to edit it. Here it's not reflecting over here. I think it will be uh, uh, display the allocation mode after some time. Let's define pick from active and in the pick from reserves. And what is the wave search? So this is also not rendering the wave search over here. Let's cancel out wave template. Yes, Tata allocation mode, right? Now let's define the template name, that is Tata wave created Tata allocation mode. What is the save search? Wave search, that is Tata search, that is already we created, right? And so we don't need to define this is task creation. So It's not task creation template here. We will define later on. Now let's save. So this is web template, and select it and click on this run web template. Yes. Right, so it's completed the web template. There, check the web inquiry in the run status. Right, so in this way we can create the run template. Right, now we can also check the web inquiry. Right, so this is our web template, Tata web templates, allocation mode, and you can see this is status is completed. Right. Now once the way we use the print level button to print the outbound curtain level for picking theme, and they can use this level to begin a level barcode, and rather than selecting the an arbitrary task number from the RF. So in this way we can create web template and run the web template in the WMS cloud, right? And we have the multiple option, like we have wave log, print tasks, reports, right? And many more options, right? We create over here ID LPN, outbound LPN, order status, location, and everything we have and have, right? So this is all about today's session. Thanks for attending this session. Thank you so much.
Recording stopped.